Hey everyone, my face is known to some of you, and some of you I've met before. I'm going to be doing these videos, I guess, in order to continue my raison d'etre. I teach even more than I mean to. In my spare time, I develop philosophies about life and the world around us. It's kind of what I do. Let me introduce myself. I'm a martial artist, first and foremost. I've been doing martial arts my entire life, from a wide variety of martial arts styles and skills. Some of you have never even heard of, I can guarantee it. Some will consider me a master at martial arts. I would mostly consider myself mostly an expert or fanatic. But, I do agree with the master term. It depends on, I guess, what we're doing or whatever. And I'm also pretty well read and defined on Zen and meditation. I guess I consider myself an expert in those subjects and fields. By name, you can call me Groove. I have many names, and many people refer to me by different titles and calls. However, Groove is the one I feel closest to. Groove is the one I feel most comfortable with. I even call myself that when I'm thinking to myself. It is my favorite name. It is my most preferred name. I prefer it if you all use it as well. So, I'm Groove. Hello world. In this first lesson, I'm going to define martial arts. Why not? Because I'm a martial artist. But not just the word. I'm going to define what it actually means and how it can be redefined. Oh, that was so stupid. This won't be a lesson. A heavy one, anyway. Like in weight training, you start off small and you pick up steps. So, without further ado, let's jump in, so to speak. The art of fighting. Now, martial arts does mean the art of war. That's true. And within the art of war, there is destruction. There is breaking and killing. And that is the original intent for most all fighting arts and skills and styles. However, we're not going to stop it there. That would seem like it would be the period at the end of the sentence, but it is not. It's no more than a comma to what comes next. I feel that martial arts is actually an ugly term, an oversimplified term, no less. I feel that martial arts should be redefined as something a little bit more comfortable, that really fits with what martial arts is used for. Martial arts has gained a lot of criticism and mysticism by many people about what it is, what it shouldn't be, or like how it's this strange thing. And that's not always the case, It does mean art of war, but we can't box it all into the war as being the encompassing all reason for putting your hands in front of your face. Don't get me wrong. Well, the clear intention is combat. But combat doesn't necessarily have to be for war. Combat can just be fighting. Why would I just say fighting? Well, first thing about strength. All of us out there dream of being strong at some time or another in our lives. All of us out there dream of being greater than. You need strength to dominate others. You need strength to protect others. You need strength to protect yourself. You need strength to overcome. And in order to gain strength, you have to overcome struggle. Now, struggle is the imbalance. Struggle is the fight to get to what you want or need. And there's always a struggle to gain strength. There's no avoiding this reality. We need strength to overcome. We need strength to buy freedom. And the struggle the struggle for strength is very real. And that struggle, it's just a fight. It's the fight to get there. So, with that being said, separate the two. Fighting is not necessarily war. Yes, fighting may cause war, and fighting will end war, typically, in most cases. However, fighting and war are not the same thing. They do not live in the same house. This is a very important distinction to remember. It keeps the reality that martial arts shouldn't even be called martial arts in a lot of aspects. Some skills, I guess, would be literally martial arts, but even then they cannot always be used that way. Sometimes they can be used in other directions. Well, I guess they should not be used that way. It's all about fighting. And fighting is universal. Struggle is universal. It is the equalizer. Fighting is innate. The balance of this universe in its infinite expansion is infinite in balance due to struggle to keep it so. Fighting is the equalizer, the balance maker. Fighting is not just a means to an end or a way of life. It is life. It is existence. We don't need war, but we do need something to fight for. The art of fighting is a life principle, and I want to give it life with these words, or this mantra, if you will. So whenever you think about the art of fighting, or martial arts, or fighting style or technique, use these words to remind you exactly what they breathe for, why they exist. Always give as good as you get, and never take more than you give. And keep that in mind. Everything in this universe, life, existence, will really oftentimes fairly play on those words. Well, this is all the wisdom I have for you today anyway. I will come back with more stuff, or whatever, different wisdom, words, things, thoughts. Of course, if you have any questions, you should ask them so I can provide answers. I mean, that's part of what I exist for. You can ignore that last a little bit. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments or even videos. Yeah, ask away, and I will respond in a very awesome, timely fashion. Until those things happen, I will post up another video next week with another topic in mind. Not necessarily an idea of martial arts, more than likely, but something to do with life, eternal movement, frequencies, vibrations, those kind of things. This is Groove. Thanks for learning. Take it easy.